Welcome to our presentation on how to apply for master's studies at Lund University. This is the fifth installment in our series of recorded presentations designed to guide you through everything you need to know about studying with us at Lund University. Let's get started. If you are considering applying to master's studies, we're sure you have many thoughts and questions about how to make a correct and complete application. The first step is always to find a master's program or programs you are interested in and eligible for. At Lund University, we offer over 130 international master's programs across a wide range of subject areas. All of these master's programs on offer are taught fully in English. Most of our master's programs are 2 years in duration, containing 120 credits, while some programs offered within business, economics, and management are 1 year in duration, containing 60 credits. Go to lunduniversity.lu.se/programs to see all programs offered. On each program webpage, you will find a program overview, as well as information about entry requirements, selection criteria, tuition fees, and how to apply. Here you can also find student testimonials and links to chat with our student ambassadors to hear their first-hand experience of studying at Lund University. We recommend you to set aside some time to read through our program offering. As we have so many programs, there is a high chance that there may be several programs which align with your personal profile, previous education, and career goals. When figuring out which master's program or programs may be a great fit for you, checking the entry requirements is an important first step. There are a few different types of entry requirements you'll have to consider, so let's go through them all. First up, we have the general entry requirements. In order to meet the general entry requirements for master studies in Sweden, you must have a bachelor's degree or be in the final year of your bachelor's degree when applying. You must also be able to demonstrate that you meet required level of English proficiency, level 6. On the national application website universityadmissions.se, you can find details on how to prove your English language proficiency. Depending on where you have previously studied, there may also be additional country-specific requirements which you have to consider. For example, you may have studied in a country where a 4-year bachelor's degree is required in order to meet the general entry requirements for master's studies in Sweden. Again, go to universityadmissions.se and check out the country-specific page for the country in which you completed your bachelor's studies. In addition to the general requirements and any country rules mentioned, you must also meet the program-specific entry requirements for the program or programs you want to apply to. Most programs require you to have a bachelor's degree in the related subject, while some programs are open to applicants from any academic background. Check the information under the tab Requirements and Selection on the program webpage for more details about the entry requirements for the specific program. Once you have found one or several master's programs you are interested in and eligible for, it's time to get ready to apply. Our main application round runs from mid-October to 15th of January each year for studies starting in late August. We want to highlight that the majority of our master's programs only start in late August each year and only open in one application round. For that reason, all students are recommended to apply in the main international application round running from mid-October to 15th of January. All applications are made online via universityadmissions.se. This is the national application portal to use when applying for studies at any Swedish university. Start by creating an account. When creating an account, make sure to add an email address you have access to and check regularly, as the email address you provide will be one that we use to communicate with you during the application and admission process. After you have created an account, you can choose the program or programs you want to apply for. You can choose one main master's program with up to 3 backup options at any university in Sweden. Make sure you only apply to the programs which you are eligible for. If you apply for more than one master's program, it is very important that you place your program choices in order of preference in your application account. You can only be offered admission to one program in your application for studies, and the program you have selected as your first choice will be the program allowed to offer you admission. If they do not offer you admission, the second choice in your list may do so, and so on. So, the program you want the most should be ranked as your first choice, and the others should be considered as backup options. 15th of January is the deadline to choose your programs via universityadmissions.se and to rank them in order of preference. You will not be able to add any programs or make any other changes to your application after the 15th of January deadline, so please consider the ranking of your choices carefully. While 15th of January is the deadline to choose and rank your programs, there is also a second deadline to keep in mind: the deadline for all your supporting documents to be received by university admissions in Sweden. When applying for studies, all supporting documents must be correctly received no later than 1st of February. There are two sets of documents you have to consider when applying for studies at Lund University. First of all, you have to submit all general or official documents required by university admissions in Sweden. These documents include transcripts of completed courses and grades for each semester included in your degree, and your degree certificate. Check the country-specific rules for the country in which you completed your bachelor studies, as there may be additional rules in terms of how to submit your documents. You also need to submit proof that you meet the required level of English proficiency. English level 6 is required by most programs, and you check how to prove your English proficiency on the university admissions website. Check the program web pages to be sure that they don't require a higher level. If you are in the final year of your bachelor's degree when applying, you should submit your transcripts thus far, as well as official proof of enrollment status, showing that you are enrolled in the final year of your degree. The second set of documents to consider are the program-specific documents. Most, but not all master's programs require that you submit program-specific documents such as a CV, a statement of purpose, letters of recommendation, or in some cases, a portfolio or a summary sheet. Check the Apply section on the program webpage on the Lund University website for details on what program-specific documents may be requested by that specific program. While some programs provide you with a template you must use, others do not. If no template is provided, you can use your own template for the documents. If a template is provided by the program, it's very important that you use that template. You may also be asked to answer specific questions or keep your document to a certain word limit. You should take great care to ensure that the program-specific documents are unique for each program. If you apply to more than one program, you have to provide a unique set of program-specific documents for each program. Also, please do not submit documents that are not asked for, as these will not be considered. If you are a non-EU EEA citizen, you will be required to pay an application fee to university admissions in Sweden for your application to be processed. The application fee must reach university admissions in Sweden by the application fee deadline. Check the key dates and deadlines for the application round of your choice at universityadmissions.se. The application fee is 900 Swedish kroner. You only need to pay one application fee for the application round, even if you apply for more than one program at any Swedish university. Go to universityadmissions.se to find details on how to make the application fee payment. We recommend using a credit card for this payment instead of a bank transfer to ensure a seamless process. If you are an EU, EEA, or Swedish citizen, but need to submit proof of this citizenship status for the admission application to be processed, a passport or an ID clearly stating your citizenship status will be sufficient. Note that it can take some time for your valid ID to be registered by university admissions, so your application fee status may not change in your university admissions account immediately after it has been uploaded. So, 1st of February is the deadline for all your documents to be received correctly and for your application fee or proof of exemption to be received by university admissions in Sweden. It doesn't matter in which order you submit your documents and pay the application fee or prove your exemption. You can do this at any time from mid-October, when we are open for applications, until 1st of February. Nor do you have to submit all documents at the same time. In the end, the important part is that it's all done correctly by 1st of February. Note that the deadlines may change slightly from year to year, so please always check the deadline in your specific application round. Once you have submitted your documents and paid the application fee or proven exemption, your application will be assessed. Admissions officers at university admissions in Sweden are the first ones to assess your application. They will assess your general documents and ensure that you meet all the general requirements for master's studies in Sweden. If you meet the general requirements, your application will be passed on to the programs you have applied for at the university. The programs will then assess your application to see if you meet the program-specific requirements and then assess your application. We often get questions asking what the programs look at when assessing their applicants. To answer this, go to the tab Requirements and Selection on the program webpage to learn more about what the programs base their selection on. Please note that this can vary between programs. When applying, you will not receive a confirmation email ensuring you that everything is okay with your application. It is your responsibility as an applicant to make sure you have submitted all required documents correctly. You will only be contacted by university admissions in Sweden if anything in your application is missing or needs to be corrected. In other words, it is usually a positive sign if you are not contacted by the admissions officers during the application process. If, however, you receive a message in your university admissions account saying you need to correct or add any documents to your application, you must correct it by 1st of February. Documents submitted after the 1st of February deadline will not be considered in the application round. For this reason, we have 2 top tips for you. First of all, submit all required documents and pay the application fee or prove your exemption early on. This means that your application will start being assessed earlier, so that you have a chance to receive any feedback before the document deadline and have time to correct any mistakes. The second tip is to regularly check your university admissions account to see if you have received any messages from the admissions officers. Admission results are usually announced in late March or early April via your universityadmissions.se account. All applicants will receive their admission results on the same day. To round off this presentation, let's give you some top tips for a successful application for master's studies at Lund University. First up, start by making sure you have checked all entry requirements before applying, both the general requirements and the program-specific requirements. Remember to also check the country-specific rules which apply to you. Make sure you have all required documents ready to submit, including proof of English language proficiency and any program-specific documents which may be required. It is highly recommended to submit your documents and to pay the application fee or submit proof of exemption early on. Do not miss the deadlines. They are strict. Finally, check your emails regularly. Do you still have questions about how to apply for master's studies? If so, you can always contact the International Student Recruitment Team. They are happy to assist you through the application process. You can also chat directly with our student ambassadors if you would like to hear their first-hand account of their time at Lund University. Go to our website, lunduniversity.lu.se, to find more details about our degree programs and the application process. Also, watch our other video presentations about Lund University and how to connect with us. We look forward to receiving your application soon.